Well, there we go.
There you are.
Welcome back to episode 311 of the God and Guns podcast. I'm your host, Troy.
And I'm your other host, Doug.
We use this podcast to talk about God, guns, and the responsible Christian gun owner's interest. On this week's show, we'll be talking about last weekend's Iraqi veteran 8888 Makeup range day from 2020 that got canceled because of COVID-19. The hoax.
We get to go do it again.
Get to go do it again in October.
Yeah.
Lord willing, and the governors don't throw us all in prison.
True that.
First of all, we want to thank our bandwidth sponsors. I want to thank, I'm going to go try for this. My throat's a little bit iffy.
Can we do it?
If you'll go for it, go for Primary Arms there, Doug.
Okay. So the show tonight is brought to you by Primary Arms. Primary Arms seeks to provide the best shopping experience for everything firearms. With over 13,000 products and over 400 top brands, Primary carries a complete selection of rifles, handguns, firearm parts, shooting gear, apparel, and more. Every order comes with a commitment to superior service backed by fast shipping and an expert support team. Serving freedom since 2008. If you'd like to find out more, check them out at our link at frn.deals. That's DEALS/PA.
Good deal. Also want to thank the Farms Radio Network. If it weren't for Farms Radio Network, we wouldn't be here. You guys wouldn't go download our podcasts and things like that. So if you've not checked out other shows at the Farms Radio Network, please do. Got to talk to the boss man, Sean, at this weekend at the range today. And my throat's really iffy. I got lodgings in my throat trying to keep going, guys. I also want to thank Patriot Patch Company. We appreciate their support. They're sending us a little bit of love every month, and we appreciate that. And if you've not checked out patriotpatch.co, they have all kinds of cool gear and hats, and shirts and patches and signage and stickers, everything. Cool.
A little bit of everything.
Yep. And they do a Patch of the Month club. And we are blessed to get those every month as well. And we show you guys those on occasion. I don't have anything right in front of me at the moment because I just cleaned off my desk when I got back from range day. But you guys
my wife asked me how long those bags and all the stuff was going to stay on the end of the dining room table. I was like, I don't know. I'll decide how much stuff we're going to give away, I guess.
All right. This week's God and Gun activities, Doug. What have you been up to?
The God side, of course, Sportsman's Daily Devotional. Of course, we weren't in church on Sunday because we were at the range, and but we were having a good time, and God was looking out for us. Nobody was hurt, no runs, no drips, no errors, so that's all good. Gun side, of course, been doing everyday carry. Like I said, spent the weekend in Martin, Georgia, which we'll talk about in a little bit for the IraqVet8888 Makeup range day. And man, we had a blast. My son-in-law Mac got to go with us. He was one of two of our VidCam dudes over the weekend, and I don't know who videotaped more, him videotaping me shooting stuff or me taping him shooting stuff. He was having a good time. Gunner was doing the same. Gunner was having a good time too. So it was a lot of fun. I got home, I cleaned up a couple guns and I was carrying because it was dusty and dirty up there, and haven't done a whole lot else since. I did, and we'll talk about this too probably in a little while, but we got to talk to Primary Arms was there at the show, so got to talk to them a little bit and thank them for helping out and sponsoring the show for us now. And we looked at a few other folks too that could be potential sponsors in the future for us.
Right.
And I talked to one, ever since I had a little bit of a strike on frog lube after my gun jammed and my shotgun jammed duck hunting. We have been looking for other products, trying to find something good. And I talked to there was a guy out there named Chris with Freedom Lube, and that's his product. These are actual wipes. There's 50 wipes in this. I got some oil and a sample oil that came in our thing, but these are wipes. There's 50 of them in here, and they are pretty good. But I cleaned my gun up. Everybody has seen my 19 usually stays dirty. Even after I clean it the next day, it's dirty. So I cleaned this on Sunday night when I got back because it was dirty. And you can see the shine still on that thing. Mm-hmm. And that's in and out of the holster, carrying it every day. And it still looks good. So I got to take that joker to the range and shoot some through it and see how it works. But so far, it's not bad. Kind of impressed.
Cool deal.
What about you? It is. What you been up to?
Other than coughing, got some drainage. I think it's just allergies and stuff, but don't have any fever or anything. Just drainage. It's irritating my throat.
You came to Georgia, man.
Came to Georgia. Found out about them pecan trees.
Yeah, take a little something home with you.
Yeah. So before anything else, if you guys haven't clicked that thumbs up button yet, we need that thumbs up. Like, share, repost, make your favorites, get all notifications. So we could just stop right here and wait for you guys if you want to do that. We'd appreciate it. No, my weekend was sort of like yours, I guess. My week's been a little bit different, though. Where was I at? There. So we were up in northeastern Georgia this weekend on Sunday, but doing daily Bible reading. Listened to some sermons on the way down and on the way back. Gunner enjoyed listening to sermons with me. And so we listened to those on the way down and back some. And then I had church security Wednesday night last night. We've been working on Bible school stuff. My wife's been working on it pretty much nonstop for the last 3 weeks. And she recruits my assistants from time to time.
Yeah.
But she got it all finished up, and we got it finished up Monday night with the stuff that we're going to take. I said, that's good enough. Let's take it down there and see what it looks like. And so we went out Tuesday and spent the whole day, or a better part of the whole day, setting up the stage and everything for Bible school, which starts Monday. And so it looked fantastic. She did a wonderful job. And so we are done. Well, I thought we were done. She's been working all day today on some stuff to help other teachers that haven't really got any decorations up yet. So she's still playing with it. So that's been the church guide stuff for the week. We'll see. On the gun side, of course, we did the range day and traveling. So we'll talk about that here in the main segment. EDC check. I'm carrying the STS Staccato seat and the Super Tuck, crossbreed Super Tuck. And she is hot, locked and loaded, ready to rock.
And she is every bit as pretty in person as she is on TV, because I actually got to put hands on down there this weekend.
Yeah.
And it does feel very, very nice.
It shoots very nice. We should have shot it if I brought some cheap 9mm or grab some from Brownells or somewhere.
Oh yeah, I mean we could have stopped at any booth and got some 9mm. Like, I want to shoot this Staccato C.
Yeah,
we didn't bring one. Oh, we got our own. Just give me some ammo. We'll call it good.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll get back together before summer's over with.
Oh yeah.
So I'm carrying all the rest of the stuff I usually carry. It's in the show notes if you guys are curious or bored. Oh, let's see here. Go ahead and tell us what you carry. You already showed us your carry gun.
I showed the clean carry gun earlier.
Yeah.
Glock 19 with the student of the gun night vision sights on it. It's the clean Glock right now. Also got the Spartan auto knife, which I carried around with me down there everywhere we were at this weekend.
I just saw that Nashville has a knife show this weekend.
Nashville does?
Yep, and
The Blade
Microtech.
Show.
Well, I don't know if it's the one they have in Georgia. It said the Nashville Knife Show, so I don't know. But it was Microtech. They have a new out the front knife like that one, but
Ooh.
it's like polished steel. It's like mirror finish, and it's got aluminum, no finish, kind of a case on it, or maybe it's stainless steel. It's really slick looking. I forgot what they called it, the Jimi Hendrix version or something. I guess
Oh,
it's a
really?
left-hander or something.
Huh.
But that looked pretty interesting. I thought, man, I might go to Nashville this weekend. Oh man, so trying to hang in here. Comedy, you got a joke for us this week? What we got?
I do have one today. So, a businessman ordered flowers to be sent for the opening of his friend's new branch office. When the businessman got there, he was shocked to see that the flowers with the inscription, "Rest in peace." He was so outraged that he stopped by the florist to complain. It could be worse, florist told him. Just think, today someone was buried beneath a floral arrangement with the inscription, "Congratulations on your new location."
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Somebody sent.
That's just a little bit above a dad joke. That's pretty good.
I know. Somebody sent me one the other day, and for the life of me, I've went through my messages and everything trying to find it, and I cannot find it anywhere. And I want to say it was a TikTok that somebody had sent me of a guy just telling the joke. And man, I can't find it. I don't know where it was. I can't quite remember who sent it to me. So if you send me that TikTok joke the other day, please send it to me again so I can make sure I save it this time. I listened to it and I thought I remembered it, but then I couldn't. And I said, well, let me go back and I'll get it and do it that way. And I couldn't find it either. So maybe next week. It was funny, though. It was a good one.
I take your word that. I might have to call. Hold on a second. Oop.
Fixing to hack a little bit.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Good. Here's that. Well, blowing somebody's eardrums out. All right. Bible verse this week. It'll be coming to us out of James. As you know, James don't pull any punches. James just tells it like it is.
Yep.
I don't know if it's just screen on so I can see it. James 2:8-10. If you really fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. You are doing well. But if you show partiality, you are committing sin and are convicted by the law as transgressors. For whoever keeps the whole law but fails one point has become guilty of it all. And only one person has fulfilled all of the law. And there has never been another person since, nor will there ever be. And so we can't save ourselves by our good deeds, by obeying the 10 Commandments, by being a good neighbor, by attending church, by giving donations and tithes, by paying off the pastor, by building a new church or paying for a new parsonage. The only way that we can get to heaven is by being perfect. Apart from that, we have to have an intercessor who was perfect, and that only intercessor, of course, was Jesus. And nothing that we can do can earn it. It is a free gift that we accept by faith in him, the Son of God, that his blood will be able to cover our sins. And that is the only way. And if you are not perfect, then you only have one way. And you can get mad about it. You can cuss God about it. You can say it's unfair. You can say, I don't want that. Doesn't really matter. There's one way. There's only one way. And you can rewrite the Bible like Thomas Jefferson did. You can make up your own religion. You can go and carve out your own God and worship that. Only one way to get to heaven. Only one way that you're not going to be judged for your sins, because your sins cannot be atoned for apart from Jesus' sacrifice. Nothing we can do can atone for our sins. Cannot do anything in our own power. We're not capable. And the only love that you see out of me or Doug is the love that God has shown us, because apart from Jesus,
Yep.
we were just as evil and wicked as everyone else. And just because of his salvation, his success, his abilities to fulfill the law, that we might be forgiven. Nothing else. We're no better than anyone else. We just are forgiven because we recognize who God's Son is. And so you need to make sure that you're not trying to be a good person, because good people go to hell. You don't try to be someone who fulfills the law, because you can't fulfill the law, because it's not within your ability to fulfill the law. That's why we have to have a intercessor. That's why we have to have a savior. And so that's the verses tonight. James 2, verses 8 down through 10. If you have any questions, rebuttals, arguments, snide remarks, you know where you can send them. All right. So that was our Bible verses for the night. So now we get to talk about the fun stuff.
Woohoo!
And I'm going to turn this off so I can find the button. Boop. There we go. So, Rocky Vet.
I've got my range day shirt on tonight.
Woohoo! I can see right through you.
It does look like you can see through, don't it?
Yep. I can see through you, Doug. See right through what you're after. Wow. Weird. Okay, I see. I got all the outside cams on. For some reason, the wife and children are standing out in the driveway doing something. Must be something to do with Bible school. All right, so IraqVet8888 Range Day Makeup for 2020. Eric and Brandy and Chad and all the rest of the gang at IraqVet were so kind, because they knew we were all pinned up and disgusted with being locked down and forbidden to do anything fun for the last year and a half. And so they made a makeup day. They had a whole bunch of people sign up to help sponsor it. A lot of the usual guys and some new guys. But we got to hang out with our friends. Not all of them. Several people weren't able to make it. I know that 22 Plinkster was out hunting somewhere, and we had several people from FRN couldn't make it. Well, most of the people from FRN couldn't make it. I think it was just us and help me, brain dead. You brain dead too.
It wasn't.
There's one guy I haven't heard of him before. He was a new guy, and then the other was Sean. And I don't think I'm trying to keep from coughing. I don't think that Skinny Mick was there.
I didn't see him anywhere either.
We have to, but several of the old guys that we used to hang out with, going back 7-8 years ago, were there, but most weren't. And so it was sort of bittersweet that you got to see some of the guys, but other guys couldn't make it for whatever reason, prior commitments or whatever. And,
yeah, we missed Joe from Ackles this time. They didn't get to make it up from Louisiana.
Yeah.
So it was a lot noisier on the range, because when Joe and Charlie and those guys show up, they bring suppressors, lots of suppressors.
Yeah, but got to meet some new people, new companies, and so we'll be trying to have some of those guys on coming up in the next few weeks. Got to shoot lots of things. If you ever get a chance to shoot the mutant, make sure you have gloves with you.
Indeed.
I was fortunate that I had good calluses on my hands, so it didn't stick to me. But it did get a little warm, and so I was quickly reminded, oh yeah, you don't grab anything with a vertical grip on that gun, because it's a big and frying machine, man.
It is. It's fun to shoot a gun that after about 3 people shoot, they have just a big cooler sitting there full of water, and they just dunk the gun down in it, let it sit for a second, bring it up, shake it out. put a new mag in it, hand to you, like, let's rock.
Yep. It is a very unique gun. It is essentially Puff with a full auto sear, but my Puff is 308. This is a 7.65 39. So it's a Russian AK. Uses Russian AK mag or uses AK mags, and but it's a different kind of a platform. But how many rounds did they say they had run through that thing so far?
Oh man, like
Through that barrel?
Just in that barrel is like 150,000 rounds.
Yeah, at full auto.
Yeah, repeatedly.
Yeah,
they said it's
all day long for 2 days.
That was unfortunately, rest in peace, CMMG Mutant. That's going to be the last show for that one. They are actually in the process now of building a new Mutant with updated technology and different things in it. So we're going to get to shoot that one at the next go around. But I don't know. I still like the old Mutant. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a noise maker.
At some point, the thing's going to go blow apart. So
poof.
I don't want to be behind it when it lets go. But I'm sure they've had to replace some parts in it.
Yeah, I think they've replaced the barrel in it before.
Yeah, but you cannot have a conversation. As soon as that thing goes off, everybody's noise, the cutoff switches in on the Ear Pro shuts it off. And so they'll be talking and it's like, because you go, I mean, it just overwhelms no matter where you're at on the range. You could be in the parking lot.
Yep.
Like a way off, and your things will shut down because the noise is so loud that you can't hear.
I was standing there with Kel-Tec. I had just shot the new Sub 2000. They got the suppressed barrel in it. It comes from factory. Price point's $995 if you're interested in wanting one. It's already suppressed. It's the folding Sub 2000 like you've seen Troy and I with before. Mm-hmm. The only difference is the problem we have with ours, the one we got, Troy bought an actual mount that swivels. So if you put a regular optic on it, you can't fold it up unless you put a swivel mount to get it out of the way. Well, Kel-Tec has came up with a solution for that. And now there's a little lever. You flip the little lever up and you can turn the barrel a quarter turn to the side, which your optic moves over, and then it'll fold up and your optic's there. You get ready to do it, you just fold it back out, twist it back into place, and you're rocking and rolling. And it's already suppressed. And that thing was quiet. 9mm. Man, you can't. I'm thinking real hard. All you got to do, of course, you got to pay your $200 tax stamp for it, but it's for the whole gun. So
yeah, and they improved the tube on there so that your beard hair don't get caught in it whenever it's shooting.
Yeah.
The reciprocating bolt doesn't grab your beard and yank it out.
So that thing was fun, but I was the guy from Kel-Tec's name, he goes by Hammer. And I was getting him, Matt was filming, and I was getting him to talk about the rifle suppressed and all that good stuff. And just as he starts talking, you see his lips moving, you hear the mutant, and then you don't hear anything for a minute until they get that mag dumped. And then you got about a minute and a half
if you're
talk
lucky
to somebody.
Unless they dunk in the water, then you got 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, you got 2 or 3 minutes then. But that thing is so loud. But we knew it was going to be a good day right off the get-go because we got there. We're in the parking lot getting our stuff ready, getting ready to walk down. And lo and behold, who pulls up right next to my truck and parks next to me is Hickok 45.
Yep.
Everybody, so we stood up here and talked to him for a while. And
we talked to him. He shows up everywhere we're at. We see him.
Yep.
Come out of the tent, hung out. So we had our own little media tent set up. Went up and asked Chris, the guy that owns the range there, you got a problem with us setting up a pop-up tent, get out of the sun, and some chairs? He said, I ain't got a problem. Do whatever you want. He said, better ask the boss, though. Better go ask Brandy.
Go ask Brandy.
And I went over and asked Brandy. She said, I don't care. And she told us about the name tags. Every name tag for the event, hey, Gunner's name on it. My son Gunner, his name was on every single tag.
Every single tag.
And they had to print labels to cover them up. So everybody at the event had Gunner Clopton name tag underneath their name tag with their little printed label on it.
That's so funny.
The printer messed them up. Didn't have time to reprint them before the show. So they printed labels and stuck them on there.
It worked fine.
Yeah.
I was wondering though when we got our you know, our credentials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering why they had a real pretty range day,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on the lanyard. What am I thinking? The badge.
Yep.
And then they had a white label stuck on it with your name and who you're affiliated with. And then
Mm-hmm.
it was Sunday when they told us that, right? Was it Sunday?
No, it was Saturday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because it was when we put the tent up. It was right at the beginning.
But we got to see Zeke was there.
Yeah. Marty.
Yep, Marty.
Left
Dude,
hand
talking lead.
Yeah.
But dude, I was talking to Zeke and I was going to get a picture for the website and stuff. Dude, I tried every way possible to make myself look taller when he's standing. It's impossible.
He's 6'9".
Yeah, he's huge.
At SHOT Show, first couple of years we went, he wore cowboy boots with big heels on them. So he looked like he's 7 foot tall. Of course, he probably was close to 7 foot tall by the time but it destroyed his feet so bad he had to quit wearing them. Because standing all day long, walking around SHOT Show, which is about 6 miles of walking, if you walk all of it.
Right.
And standing most of all day long, or for a week, 4 days. And that doesn't include if you go to range day. Your feet get pretty much turned into hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're toughened up ahead of time.
But Marty got
lozenge.
Marty come up and sat with us for a while. And talked to us for quite a while.
And his wife Tia came by.
Yeah. All the it's good getting catch up, man. You don't realize what a small community the gun community is once you start knowing a few people.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how many people you actually know that show up to a lot of events and different things from all over the place.
And when we say gun community, we're not talking about the CEOs of Ruger, Remington, or Browning. We're talking about the people who make the products that goes with it, or the social media guys, the podcasters, the YouTubers. Those guys are all just like me and Doug. We're just regular Joes, just somehow we got put in front of a camera and a microphone.
Yep.
But just salt of the earth people just care about you and do anything they can to help you. And they see you needing some help, they'll jump right in. Those kind of guys,
Yep.
But I'm getting ready to cough again, so I'll let you talk for a bit.
So I was going to tell a story. Me and Matt Sunday, we had went out. We were shooting other stuff Sunday morning, and we had went down to one of the booths. I can't remember which one we were at, but there was a little blonde-headed girl standing there, talking about their product and stuff. And she's like, "Yeah, you guys want to shoot it?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." So it was an AR 9mm, full auto.
Mm-hmm.
She gives me a mag. I walked down there and got up to the line. I got the gun down. I loaded the mag in and I racked it and I raised up. I've shot enough automatic weapons to know you lean into it. Mm-hmm. You don't just stand up straight and pull the trigger because it's going to push you backwards. And, sometimes it will, but I leaned into it and I turned around over my shoulder just to look to make sure Matt was filming. And when I turned to look, I see this little 4-foot girl standing behind me, and she's got her hand up almost to my shoulder. waiting for me to pull the trigger. So in case I start going back, she can catch me. And I just got to look back at her. I'm like, I don't think you're going to need to do that for me. And she goes, oh, okay, I won't. And she didn't. But I got this. Plus, I think they give you
5 rounds.
Yeah, 5, 10 rounds, something like that.
It wasn't much. The little guys didn't have a lot of ammo, but the bigger guys have been there. No, they gave you full mags. Yeah. But that one CM at the mutant, the one that I got filmed on, they only gave me like, I don't know, 15 rounds or something. They gave me a full mag.
In the mutant?
Yep.
Oh, me and Matt had full mags on them babies.
Yeah, Gunner did too. I didn't get one on that one that was recorded. I got one later when I shot a different time. But when I branded myself, no, I didn't. Didn't leave a mark. You see my hands, no blisters. But I thought, man, I'm gonna have a blister. I looked down at my hand; it was sort of red. I'm like, let's grab a water bottle. It was okay in about 2 minutes.
I tell you, one of the coolest things that I saw the whole time we were there, new company called AccuFire.
Yep.
So everybody knows you and I like thermal stuff, and we got Pulsar Thermions, and they work great. And so AccuFire has night vision scopes, daytime, nighttime scopes, and they just came out with a new clip-on thermal that will set out just like my PS22 for night vision did, that I started out hunting hogs at night with. Does the same thing as that one does, but it's thermal. So it sets in front of your optic, whatever you got on your gun, and you go. Big Gunner 81. We were loading up mags. What's up, man? How are you? He said they were loading up. They were loading mags for the mutant.
Yeah,
the last 1,000 rounds. But that thermal clips on. So they put it on an AR for me, that they had sighted in already on a rifle. And I guess they hadn't cleaned that rifle since they'd been there. They get put through a bunch of abuse. So it was wanting to double feed. I don't know if it was a mag or the rifle or whatever. But he goes, let's fix that. He said, we'll hook you up on this bolt gun. So he put it on a bolt action, like a Ruger Precision. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was a 308. So we just slapped it on that one. I got the scope adjusted to it, and we're shooting down range, and it worked really good, man. I mean, I was dead on the money. There was no adjusting anything. The optic was just there. So price point, $2,800. It's a little steep, but it's got 4-time magnification built into that. So if you got your scope on there, you can zoom your scope up, or you can go 4 times magnification on it and then dial your scope up even bigger if you want to. And it didn't, even on 4 power, it didn't seem to distort it at all. It had several different heat signatures on it that you could pick from, red hot, black hot, white hot, different things. But it was really cool. I tried my best to work him to get him to send me one, let me demo it and see if I could do it.
Rick got one apparently.
Did he?
Not the thermal. He got the 1x8 scope.
Nice.
So they're going to test that out, you said?
Yeah, I tried to get him to send me, Rick, one of those, the thermal clip-ons. But
he didn't know you that well.
No, he wasn't that anxious to part with $2,800 that quick. And I told him, I'll send it back to you.
Might have some pig blood on it, but other than that, it'd be all right.
Yeah. Well, he said he was going to come back down for range day in October, and I told him, I said, well, if you come down for it, come a day early, call me, and I said we'll go shoot some pigs, on your way over, because I'm only a couple hours away. So,
he won it.
Oh, he won that one.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Cool.
What's up, Steve? We got people chiming in here. Appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yep. But that thing was pretty cool. It's a little bit heavy, but most of them are. But it was a lot of fun. It was accurate. I liked it. I don't know if I'm going to give up my Pulsar Thermion, but if you needed it in a pinch, and for a backup gun or something, somebody needed one to shoot, you could put it on. They show it with an AR and they want to hunt at night. You just slap it on the front. But
I hope I'd be rich enough someday that I can have a backup thermal.
yeah. Then again, when you got a backup thermal like that, are you going to give it to somebody that's never used
That's
one?
right. Put them up in a tree with it.
Compared to the pulsars, the $2,800 doesn't seem that significant.
Well,
but
still
it is
significant.
It's significant for poor guys like us.
Yeah, it was a defining moment in our marriage.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That's one of those things that you got to try to make it home, get it to the safe before anybody sees it.
Yeah, before you get caught. Yeah, she's like, what did he? Because it came, you mailed it up here. I said, it was a care package from Doug. And she goes, why is it so much money? I was like, I really want it bad. And I haven't had a new car in 28 years. Okay, please keep it. No, but we had a great time. Got to hang out with lots of friends. Got to talk to Chris. Of course, Chris is texting me today. He's going to be heading up through Kentucky here pretty soon. He wanted to know if he could stop by and visit, and said sure. So hopefully he's going to be able to make it up here sometime next couple of weeks. He's heading up to Indiana for a black powder, some kind of black powder competition shoot up in Indiana somewhere, a friendship shoot or something up in Indiana. Uh-huh. And so
he is just a super nice guy, man.
He is. He's a very cool guy. Who else did we talk to? I got to talk to, oh gosh, everybody's names running together or running away from my mind. We got to hang out with, of course, Hickok 45. He came by and hung out with us for a while.
Yep.
Brownell's, gosh, I can't remember his name. He goes by Possum Fat. He's Instagram. Roy came by, talked to us. Had just tons of people come by and talk with us. I got to meet the Guns and Gadgets Jared. Talked to him for a little while. If you guys follow Guns and Gadgets up in, he's up in Massachusetts, and he gives all kinds of updates on legal action and stuff like that. I got to talk to him for a while, introduce myself to him. Got to, Roy Hill. Who else we talked to? Of course, talked to Brandy. I didn't get to talk to Chad. He was busy. Every time I went to go talk to him, he was in the middle of something. We got to talk to Gonzalez, Rafael Gonzalez.
Yep.
Got to hang out and talk to him a little bit. And then who else?
He used to be up at Moss Pond with Eric.
All right.
Dude, it's funny. It's funny how much Eric and Chad look alike.
Except for the ponytail.
Well, when I first seen him, I thought it was Eric when he went by so fast. And I thought he had one of them hats on that had the ponytail out the back of it. Because last time we were in Blakely, Georgia, and he was wearing that pajama suit. So it's like, hey, you never know. You never know what he's going to be wearing. He had a mask or something on at one point when he was down there making announcements. So I thought it was him. And then Eric actually walks by. I'm like, oh, he lost his hat. I'm like, no, that's not him. So,
Yep. But no, as we said down there in our social media posts and stuff, it's like a family reunion. Got to see Rick, got to see, it's all the different people there in the gunning community. Of course, we missed several people that, usually are there. I'm not going to start naming names because there's too many of them. But hopefully they'll be there this fall. And it's just a good time to get together and things like that. And we're blessed to be able to go, blessed to be able to have good friends like that in the gun community that don't turn and run away from us when we come walking up and saying hello.
Yeah, then
they give us good gifts and things that we didn't deserve, and we appreciate their support. But We talked to, gosh, went by, talked to Keltec, shot some of their guns. They've got that new is it 5.7 pistol? It's got that
Yeah.
50 round magazine. It uses the FN magazines that clips on, and it loads sort of like a top loading belt fed. The whole top of the receiver raises up. You drop in the FN mag, clip it down, cycle it, and you got 50 rounds of 5.7. Of course, they gave us, I think, 5 because that stuff's outrageous.
Yeah.
I won't cough again.
That's as high as the ammo is, man. There's no telling how many thousands of rounds that we shot up there this week.
Oh gosh, ground was just covered in brass. You just walked
Mhm.
on. It's sort of like Hickok 45's range. You know, it's just instead of gravel, it's brass.
Right.
But,
We we also sit around and we got to talk about our buddy Ron. People missing him, and people were telling stories about Ron, how they met him the first times, and the Reaper series of stuff. And, it was good. We miss him.
Whew. Yeah, we took the old excursion now. What's that?
I was like, "You okay?"
Yeah, I just coughing my throat out. But took the old excursion down. She drove like a dream down there and back. Went up through the burnt mountain, up through there. I don't know how many thousand feet that was, but it just up and up and up and up, and then back down. Well, I got top, man. Didn't even bring a sweat. And cruising along 80 miles an hour, going up a hill, go up through, up around Gatlinburg and stuff up through the mountains. Not a bit of a problem. Only thing I've got with that truck is it's got a little bit of a delayed shift between second and third gear under high throttle. If I got it up to 2,000 RPMs, but had just a good time driving with Gunner. Let Gunner drive on the way back. Just spent some time, hang out with me and him. It's a good bonding time. We like to spend the good for us to hang out together. So it's been a great time. We had a great time hanging out with everybody. We're going to have lots of different people on coming up. We got Mantis. We got Grant from Mantis going to be on June 10th. I've got potentially 2 other people set up for also in June. I'm waiting for them to get back with me, confirm on those dates. And then we may have someone next week that I talked to, but I haven't got a confirmation that he can make it yet. So we've got.
I know one that was there that we haven't discussed yet was the Sylvan guys were there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you looked at the new side folder or not that they had that was angled, that dropped it down so it didn't hit.
I can't to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. They had some pretty good stuff too.
Yeah.
So one of the companies, and I didn't bring them out here with me, and I can't remember. Was it Manus? I can't remember. Whoever was down on the very far end away from the mutant, they were down on the other end. But they got these training tools for if you're doing classes. So most time to simulate a misfeed or a double feed, you got to hold something up there or actually just make it misfeed, and do it so people can learn how to clear a jam. Well, they got these little plastic things that go down in the mag. So you push it in and you put a round on top of it and push it down, and then you put your next round in it, and then you just keep loading your mag. It's no problem. And you can actually put multiples in a 30 round mag, and it's not a problem. But when they start shooting, as soon as they get to that plastic piece, it automatically throws a double feed into it and creates a jam. So they have to actually learn how to clear it and work on mean arms. There you go.
Yep.
And but it works good. So I got a pack of those and brought back with me. So I'm gonna mess up somebody at the range, one day.
Mess them up.
They want to come over and shoot one of my guns or something, And I can't do it to my son-in-law, obviously, because he was with me, so he knows what they are. But we'll go up and we'll do a little training every once in a while when you hit the range. We'll do drills and stuff. And it'd be kind of neat to throw them in for somebody. Well, even if you think you might get done to, you know, it's still nice to learn to get that memory going.
Right.
You know, on how to clear the feed, clear the jam.
Yeah, we use those snap caps, the dummy rounds, load them in with magazines. So I like load them for Gunner, and Gunner load them for me. So you don't know when they're coming up. You don't know which magazine they're in. And you have one, you got to clear it, tap rack and get back into action. And so it helps, get your drills down where you, when you have a malfunction, you can clear it pretty quick. And this keeps you on, keeps you looking forward to the Mantis. I've got a Mantis coming for me to start training with. So that should be here the next 4 or 5 days. So I'll have some experience with it before we have Grant on the show, so I can talk about the pros, the cons, the things I'd like to change, or things I like about it, things like that. So I just we got to use them there at the show. Got to see how our shooting was cold, with the gun. I was thinking that the Mantis had that reset, but he said that's a different company that actually has the reset thing that makes the slide move. Practicing. Their portion goes on to the frame on the Picatinny, or it mounts to the bottom of the magazine, and it works live fire. So you can use it for live fire too. Show where you're breaking, what you're doing, how your hands are moving, what your speed is out of the holster to the first shot, split shots. It does all the timing stuff. It works on your phone, so it works on the iPhone or on the Android. So we got those coming up. All right, so that's pretty much, we've bored people to death with people besides Rick, who was there, to death with what we got talking about. So we're going to talk about a few of our supporters, and then we'll be on to the armed citizen. So let's see. You can help us out. We got patches and stickers. Looks like this background back here. We've got some other stickers and stuff on our site. So if you want to go check that out, there's a link on Facebook, and there's a link in the show notes. Also, we have a Subscribe Star account for you guys that like just to send us some love. We'd appreciate that. We appreciate the guys that support us monthly, and you guys really help us out there. We appreciate that. subscribestar.com/god-and-guns, and so that's our link that you can find us at. And you've got the next few, and then we got the Armed Citizen of the Week.
That's right. So if you're looking for a good flashlight for a weapons light, duty light, or a headlamp for hunting, like Troy and I going hog hunting in the swamps and in Savannah, PowerTac makes a light for you. They are extremely bright, and all their lights have a lifetime warranty on them. And if you get one, if you use our promo code God and Guns, they will give you 40% off of anything they have going on. You can't use it on a promo code. If they're giving 50% off already, you can't use 40 on top of that, so that doesn't work. But PowerTac lights work very good, and they're very bright. So go check our buddies out at powertac.com. Also, Crossbreed Holsters. Hey, Troy and I both carried the whole time we were over there in Crossbreed Holsters. Both of us in the Super Tuck Deluxe. It was hot, and it was sweaty, and I never even paid attention to it. It just rocked. And they are outstanding holsters. And if you are looking for a good inside the waistband, outside the waistband, I was wearing the Super Tuck, but that's a freedom carry. That's a drop slide for 9mm. They make a holster for you. So pretty much whatever gun you got, if you need a holster, if you're going to carry it on your person, in your vehicle, or if your wife wants to carry it in her pocketbook, they got a holster for you. So go check our buddies out at crossbreedholsters.com. Excuse me. Also use the promo code G&G over there, and they'll give you 10% discount just for watching the show. Also, Axelson Tactical. If you're looking for a precision tack driving rifle, go check our buddies out over at Axelson. They make high-quality ARs, bolt guns for long-distance shooting. They even make custom pistols, 9mm, Glock, SIGs, whatever you want. They customize that stuff. And they are just great shooting guns. Go check our buddies out at AxelsonUSA.com. Also use a promo code over there, God and Guns. They'll give you 10% off for watching the show also. Last but not least, hey, I don't know if you've seen it. Memorial Day is coming. The Palmetto State Army has been sending out emails, and they have some great deals going on this week. So go check them out. They got ARs, everything but the lower itself, the entire build kit for pistols, rifles, and they are almost back this weekend to what they were before the chaos started. So use our affiliate link. They don't give you a promo code, but if you buy something through their site, what they do is they actually send a little bit of that back to us and help us out with what we do. So go check our buddies out at PalmettoStateArmy.com.
Good deal. Armed Citizen of the Week. Where are we coming from?
This week we are coming from, we're coming from Coffinville is what we're coming from.
You mean try to read it?
No, I got it. You'll get about 2 sentences in too and start going.
Mm-hmm.
So a man in White Settlement, Texas, defended himself and his family members when his brother-in-law violently attempted to break into their apartment on May 21st, 2021. The incident started around noon on Saturday when the man's sister, who lived in an upstairs apartment, got into a dispute with her husband that turned violent. In fear, the sister took her 3 children and fled to her brother's downstairs apartment to get away from her husband. The husband soon followed downstairs to the door of the apartment, a 12-gauge shotgun in hand, and demanded that he be let in to see his children. When the sister refused, the husband fired several blasts from the shotgun through the front door. Out of fear for his own life and the lives of his other family members, the brother armed himself with an AR-style rifle and returned fire. Several rounds found their mark, subduing the assaulting brother-in-law. He was taken to a local medical center where he died of his wounds. None of the children inside the apartment were injured during the incident. The brother has cooperated with police and has not been charged. That comes to us from NBCDF DallasFortWorth.com in Dallas, Texas.
Wow. Yeah, if you're angry, don't go pick up a gun.
No.
Unless you don't want to be with us anymore. Because people aren't going to put up with that.
Mm-mm.
And you're not going to want to live with the consequences if you do something stupid with a gun, trying to enforce your way.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
People let their emotions control them too much, I tell you. It's and it don't take much to get you twisted up and in a fury. I mean, just driving down the roads these days can make you mad enough you want to shoot somebody. Jeez. I've never seen people drive so reckless and so fast in my life. I know I'm getting older, and I know, I used to drive really fast. People that know me when I was a youngster, we'd laugh their pants off because I had a tendency to exceed 100 miles an hour often. But I was back on roads where there wasn't many people at all. But going down the interstate in heavy traffic and zigzagging and sliding around, I don't get it. And I'm talking about semi trucks.
Right.
It was some crazy driving. Chris asked me which way I go to Red Hill down to the recce veteran shoot, and I was like, I don't get on the interstate much. I take the back roads. I go from where I live at. I go back. I go down 210 down through Campbellsville, Columbia. I go down and I hit the hit the Natcher Parkway, go out and go down 111 down through the middle of Tennessee, come out just north of Chattanooga. I'm on 75, maybe 10 miles, 15 miles into Georgia, and then I hit the back roads and go cross country, the back roads, scenic route. There's no interstates, there's just 2-lane roads all the way through there, all the way over. And it takes me an extra hour, maybe. But I tell you what, I am a lot less stressed. The most stressed on the whole trip was getting through Chattanooga on the interstate. And Chattanooga is like a mini Atlanta. I mean, it seems like they're always backed up and having construction going on there now. But it didn't used to be that way. But
they got it tore up all to pieces right there where the Bass Pro Shop is when you come out of Georgia into Chattanooga.
Where Bass
that
Pro
first exit.
Where it used to be at. Where the Bass Pro used to be at. It's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's there. Exit 1 in Chattanooga. when you cross over the line, there's a Cabela's in the Georgia side on the left that's closed. And then as soon as you cross over the state line, going north, coming out of Georgia into Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
I
was thinking that was a Bass Pro.
Well, the Bass Pro's on the right, coming in on the left-hand side before you get to that exit.
Right.
It's the exit right before. There's a Cabela's up there that once Bass Pro Shop bought that out, they closed that Cabela's down.
Yeah, it's just like everybody doesn't know which way they're going right there. They like all freak out and then decide at the last possible moment to switch lanes.
Mm-hmm.
That backs everybody up, and there's always a crash there. It seems like somebody's running the guardrail or somebody's missed the turn or something. But outside of that, most of the trip's pretty good. If I stay on the back roads, I just don't like going through Atlanta for anything. If I didn't hate going through TSA so much, I wouldn't be driving at all. But
right,
I hate being shook down, treated like a criminal, or like somebody's trying to blow up a plane. That's a stupid stuff. I mean, like, you can look at me and tell I'm not a terrorist, but they seem to always try to put me in the terrorist camp. I don't know what their problem is. Weird stuff. Well, I'm surprised my voice has lasted this long, so we better wrap this thing up before I start a hacking fit. We appreciate you guys being with us tonight, putting up with us, listening to us ramble on, cough all over your ears and your earballs, all over your ears. And but we appreciate you guys, and we can't tell you enough how much we appreciate your support and your kind comments, even the bad ones, even those Canadians and stuff. So we're going to wrap it up. Send your feedback to Troy at GuyandGunsPodcast.com or
Doug at GuyandGunsPodcast.com.
Please tell your friends about us. Leave us an iTunes review and like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GuyandGunsPodcast. Subscribe and follow us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram. Well, they banned one of my post. I don't know which one it was.
Don't even know which one it was.
They removed it. I posted up so much over there. I don't know what it was. It must have been an old one because I didn't recognize it as any of the new ones. All right, and let's see where are we at. We got Wimkin page, WIMKIN personal page, and a Guy and Guns page. We have a Rumble account, which seems not to be uploading videos for some reason. We've got a MeWe account, which is fairly active. Quite a few people on that. I also have a Signal contact. If you guys are on Signal, Telegram, I think I get Telegram. I got several other things just for fallback. But if anything major happens, you can't find us. You probably find us on MeWe or our email addresses. Our website is GuyandGunsPodcast.com. And until next time, Doug, have a blessed week.
And keep your guns close, but keep your Bibles closer.
Good night, y'all.
Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you joining us.